Virgo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-July 2024. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Virgo. Hui. Virgo means business, man. The overall energy for the reading, the King of Cups. That's love. That's a lot of love. And then I'm looking at the reading and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I'm not exactly sure where this squeezes into the reading, but we'll just say that somewhere beyond all of what's going on, there's a lot of love at play. But what the hell is going on? Anyway, starting out the reading, you get the King of Swords crossed by the Death card. Someone's very, very determined to put an end to something. And when I see these things, when I say something, you know, a lot of people jump into thinking that, oh my God, a relationship is ending. No, it can be something. Let's say you are in a relationship and you have a habit within that relationship to watch movies two to 4 times a week. And one of you comes in and says, I don't want to do that anymore. I think it's a waste of time or whatever the case, you know, I just don't want to do that anymore. Okay, we're not doing that anymore, you know, if both parties agree. Okay. That's what I mean. You know, there's a tendency in readings in general to take, like, I see a bunch of shit show kind of an energy here, but that doesn't mean, oh my God, let's panic and freak out about. And I know most of you know that, but there are still some people that, you know, kind of spin things into such a way that it's like, well, how'd you get there from what I said? But anyways, free to interpret things, I guess. But someone is very determined to put an end to a situation here. I think it's you, but it could be somebody you're dealing with. I don't know. In your focus, the King of Wands. I mean, there's definitely someone tied up to you here, because this King of Wands is not your energy. You're focusing on somebody else. Focusing in the sense of maybe you're dealing with them on a daily basis, and it's like, yeah, you know, that's where my focus is at. In the recent past, the Tower, something may have happened here. Something quite shaky, quite leading you here to put an end to something. I don't know. In your strength, the Devil. This is super interesting how this one came in for me right now. Because it's like you have the potential to recognize something unhealthy and potentially eliminating that by replacing it with something else that is not necessarily healthy either. It's kind of like replacing an unhealthy with another unhealthy, but a better one. What? What happened here? What is going on in this reading? So this would come through as, instead of watching 2 to 4 movies a week, we're gonna start watching 5 new shows on Netflix or something like that. I'm like, how is that better? It's not really, but it kind of is. It gives you a little more flexibility in case you're deciding to watch only 1 episode, or I don't know, something almost like finding a better solution, which ultimately is not that healthy either. So it's this is very interesting. Very interesting twist. But anyways, in the immediate future, the 8 of Pentacles. You're working on something here. You know, your energy is definitely being placed into something. Supporting this reading, the Ace of Wands. There's a sense of action with this reading, in terms of, I usually get readings that are kind of either going at a smooth pace or kind of stagnant where nothing much is happening, or moving kind of an energies, which is telling me that a lot of things might be happening. within this experience that you're dealing with. So this one has a kind of a moving energy to it. Yeah. The energy surrounding you that you may not be able to see, you get the Five of Wands. That's a little bit of conflict over there, or just not being on the same page with someone. In your hopes and fears, the Page of Swords, it feels like there's a change that's being implemented, and you're kind of going along with things as this change is being implemented, but taking it easy, or trying to take it easy, you know, one day at a time kind of a thing, which kind of implies that you understand that changes usually don't happen overnight, you know. In the potential outcome, the Empress. You feel good about something here, though. You feel good about something. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me do the King of Cups. Oopsie doops. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Lovers. There's some changes at play. There's some changes that somebody's bringing into play so that things can turn towards a better direction. So someone's potentially coming up with some ideas, like we could start going out more. We could start going out for a hike or a walk or this or that, you know. Or we could do this, or we could do that. We could, what the hell could you do? Travel more, or I don't know. Somebody's coming up with ideas here for changes for the better. Okay, so now I kind of understand what's up with the, you know, we're not going to do something unhealthy anymore. We're going to replace it with something else, which is not necessarily super healthy, but it's probably a little better. Because as someone is trying to implement some changes for the better, they're kind of looking at things that are a little bit unhealthy in the bigger picture, you know. So not cutting those off directly, but gradually kind of falling off of them. But it does have to do with a connection of some sort here. For the King of Swords, you get the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords. If this is you, I would advise to lay off the control aspect, because I get the intention of we have to change things around. It's a matter of, if you want to do that, how are you going to do that? Well, we'll do things in this way. Well, what if the other person doesn't agree? They have to agree, because otherwise this won't work. Why? Because you decided that it's not going to work. If they don't agree to your exact plan, that's control. Because this is definitely an energy of my way or the highway. If you show up for this, I'm up for it. If you don't, I'm out. You know? That's pretty controlling. That's not finding middle ground. That's not finding a solution that maybe works for the both of you. Well, it's going to work for the both of us because I say so. That's not finding middle ground. No. Don't do that, you know? So, okay. I get the intention, as I said. Now you got to figure out the how. Because the how in this way, no. I don't know what's gonna get solved here. For the Death card, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Why does this feel like, you know, when you have an issue with your car and you take it to the mechanic and the issue seems quite obvious to you, quite obvious to the mechanic, but then, you know, a month later, you call up the mechanic and you're like, how much longer? Because I need my car. And they're like, we still haven't figured it out. And I'm like, well, yeah. Kind of like that. It feels like one of those situations in which something wants to change. Something may be needed to change. But why does it feel like it reverts back to the same thing very easily? Where the desire to do something is there, but then when you put it into practice, you fall back into the old way. Where that goddamn car, let's say you know what the issue is because you've been dealing with it over and over again since you got it. But it's kind of getting worse as time goes by, and then it's like you can't believe that in all reality, after all this time and after all this money you put into it to fix it, it's still the same problem with it over and over again, you know? So we're kind of coming back to something no matter how much we try. Why? And that something doesn't look that bad. It just looks like it's not evolving, it's not growing, you know? Oh man, this is an interesting reading, but let's see the King of Wands. In your focus you get the Death card, the Moon, the Eight of Swords. Someone's stuck here. Are you stuck or are they stuck? That's what's keeping this thing in place. Someone's stuck. And if there's two energies, part of something that's supposed to grow, and one of them is stuck and is not helping at the, you know, with that whole growth part, the whole situation is going to be stuck. In all honesty, I see them stuck. It could be you though, but I see them as being stuck. They don't mean to, they just are. So it's not intentional, like, oh, I'm going to sabotage this relationship because I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to fuck it up for myself so that the situation gets fucked up. No, it's not like that. It's just a natural kind of an element of someone being stuck here. Let me see that tower. Let's see what happened there. King of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Whoever is stuck here now is stuck because they may have tried something and they may have, in their perception, failed. Maybe they're afraid to try again. Because whoever this is definitely didn't take that as a lesson to be learned and to kind of go from there. They took it as, oh, fuck. I failed miserably, so I'm just not going to try anymore. So they're stuck in this concept of not trying. That's not good. Let's do the Devil in your strength. The Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I mean, you're upset. You're definitely upset about this whole situation, but you're trying your best, or you're learning to kind of keep yourself balanced through it all, and to find a place from which you can either accept things as they are and accept that this is their journey, you know, if they're the ones that are stuck right now, or let it affect you to such extent of, oh, I'm upset, this is not going anywhere, oh shit, oh, you know. So there's two options here for you. One, you look at this as an experience and you accept that there's two parts to this experience. One part is you, one part is them. You have your own journey that's very individual. They have their own, that's very individual. Even though you're on the same path, those journeys might look very different at times. And this is one of those times. So either you accept that, or you fight against that. And you find every issue in the world with the situation. Which you're going to find. There's plenty of opportunities to find something wrong here, you know. This is quite the lesson for you too. You know, at some point I'm like, oh, we're veering in the direction of whoever is stuck here, but the person that's tied up to that is actually, well, has a lot to learn too from this experience. For the Eight of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Three of Swords. This is the place in which you revert. Just when you think, okay, we're making progress here, or okay, we found what's wrong with the car, it's like, yeah, no, it's kind of the same issue, but we can't figure out how to make it work, you know, how to get it past that issue. So interesting. And as I said, the energies are moving in this reading. So one of the energies showing up stuck, it's quite contradicting the movement, but I see the energy wanting to move and then it just stops because of the stuckness. Let me do the Ace of Wands and the supportive energies. You get the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Devil. You got your own battles here, because you are falling into two places here that I just mentioned earlier. The one of acceptance of it's their journey, you know, they got to deal with it as best as they can. I'm going to be here if they need anything and things like that. I want to support this. And then you're falling into the place that starts finding what's wrong with this whole picture. And as I said, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to see something wrong with this picture. You know, that doesn't mean that there is something wrong with the picture. That means that you're finding what's wrong with the picture. So I see you kind of going towards both, because the energy of movement is actually coming from you. The energy of movement is actually representing the desire for you to grow, to just grow in this situation. And when you feel that there's a sense of something's not allowing me to, where are you going to look? At that person right next to you, because it's like, it's them, it's because of them, you know. So are you going to take that as they suck, they kind of keep me in place, I can't grow, I can't expand, I can't do this, I can't do that? Or you're going to look at, I want to see who this person is truly, and I want to recognize that. And if this is something that they've done all their lives, of keeping themselves stuck and not wanting to grow, not wanting to evolve, and they're still shown up as not wanting to work on that, then yes, you can decide this is no good for me, you know. But this is someone, if this is someone that goes along with you on the same path, and they're usually going, but an experience kind of shook them off a little bit and kind of told them, I'm scared to try anymore. Why don't you take that as that's their journey, that's for them to learn, you know, if they want to get out of that or not. But I still got to do what's best for me. It depends on how you look at it. You're kind of falling into both, where you're like, it's them, motherfuckers, because of them I'm not, you know, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that, and da. And then you sometimes fall into the place of acceptance of it's something they need to learn, you know. It's their own story, their own journey. That's really interesting that I see your side too in this. For the Five of Wands, in the hidden energies, you get the Tower, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. What the hell happened with that Tower? What is this? What is this failed attempt? Because I feel like it included the both of you or something. But ever since, things have been playing out in a very interesting way. And you've been upset of whatever happened. They've been upset, you know. There's definitely that sense of something's a little off ever since then. Let's do the Page of Swords. In your hopes and fears. The Three of Wands, the Emperor, the Star. You get to decide. You get to decide here. You know, do I give them time to kind of learn their lessons and to kind of pick themselves back up again, because I know they can do that, because I know them? Or do I draw the line here and kind of decide, look, I'm not going to be here by your side while you try to learn this lesson. I can understand it's your lesson to learn, but I still got to do me, because I got my own lessons to learn, you know, and my own experiences to lead. My God, that's a loud chickadee. But I don't know, you seem to be wanting to give this a little bit of time, because ultimately, as I said, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of you actually knowing who this is. and what they can do. But they got stuck a little bit. Let's do the Empress and the potential outcome. You get the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups. It's not... You may give them some time. They are acknowledging the time. The thing is, they're not doing much with it. Here. They're seeing the time. They're acknowledging it. They're like, yay, I have more time. You know how in some situations you're given more time and you kind of slack until the end there, and you're like, uh-oh, now I'm running out of time. Okay, but you initially didn't have this time that you were given, you know, on top of that. So that's kind of how it feels like. The minute they understand, it's almost like taken for granted, because the minute they understand, oh, okay, Virgo's gonna be here until I figure my shit out, they're taking their sweet time with it. This is a very complicated situation from what I can see, and it's a little ongoing in the sense that I don't necessarily see an ending to it, not anytime soon. It's more of an experience of someone going through quite the energies that keep them in place and keep them stuck. And then I kind of see you right next to that and how you're trying to navigate through that. Where at the end of the day, you just got to take care of yourself, whatever happens here and whatever the outcome is. I don't see an outcome, as I said, anytime soon. But, wow. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Sun, the Ace of Swords, the Justice card. Yeah. Kind of stand right by you. Do what's best for you here. And just try to focus on the only way you can help here, if you want to help whoever this is by creating the space for them to realize what's going on for them. You can't really show them, you can't really tell them, because they're not going to hear you. Because, yeah. It's like you can tell me 100 times that it's gonna hurt my head if I bang it in the wall. Until I try to see if it does, I'm probably not gonna listen to you, you know. Not that I'm crazy and I'm going to bang my head on the walls just to prove a point, but that's kind of how it goes. So it's like, if you want to keep it in the acceptance of it all and just kind of give this that chance that you think it probably deserves, try to focus on yourself and on your well-being meanwhile, you know. It's very complicated, and I hate when readings end with a tone of up in the air, like a strong tone of up in the air, but nothing I can do about it. It's like, that's kind of where things are. But anyways, let's do the Mystical Journey Oracle. Clearing your space, number 28. Everything around you is humming with energy. Every object, person, animal, or plant you see in a collection of tiny particles that are all vibrating at a certain frequency. When you look at life in this way, you can start to become more aware of the energy around you and whether or not it uplifts or diminishes you. The Clearing Your Space card appears when it is time for some deep cleaning and clearing. Separate yourself from what no longer serves you and clear your physical space. Surround yourself with people who want the best for you and reciprocate it, for it is time for a new cycle. Whether you are seeking positive new relationships, a new home, clarity, or prosperity, be mindful that everything starts with the energy you surround yourself with. And this includes people. Foster living connections and build alliances with like-minded people. Be true to your word and honor your promises, and encourage others to follow your example. encircle yourself with loving streams of energy, as the energy you put out into the world is what others feel on a subconscious level. With this energy, you can start to create the life you want, attracting people and experiences that are good for you. The action: choose a space in your home that needs to be cleared. Dedicate some time to go in through the items in this area and see if they make you happy. Deeply clean this space and set your intention to live life from a higher energetic vibration as you discard items that no longer serve you. Pretty cool. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.